I wanted to put together a quick video for beginners for just some modifications that you can use on any exercises that you feel like you see them in the workout plan and you're like, I cannot do that many. I don't know if I can do one. That might hurt my knees, my shoulders, whatever. So I just want to go through a couple of the basic moves and give you little modifiers that you can use anytime you see any variation of a squat or a lunge or a plank or push-up or whatever. So let's start with squats. One thing that you can do is grab a chair or a bench. The higher the chair, the easier it's going to be. And also when we start with squats, don't worry about weights at first. If it starts to feel like I could do that 20 more times, that was easy, then start adding in weights or get rid of the modifier. But to start with, I want you to grab a bench or a chair for your squats and just go ahead and sit down on the bench. And then when you go to stand back up, your hips are right under your shoulders. You're gonna drive your heels into the floor. Think about putting your heels straight through the floor and push back up. And so when you're going down, know that that bench is there to catch you if it starts to feel too hard or too heavy. And again, you can get a higher chair. Mine's kind of low, so you might want to stop right here. And then just drive your heels and stand back up. If you can do it without it, go ahead and just hover over the bench, or just go to where you're tapping your butt on the bench and come back up. But keep your feet about shoulder width apart, and always remember to drive your heels through the floor when you come up. The next one is lunges. People don't like lunges because it hurts their knees, and that's typically because they're leaning out too far forward as they lunge. And when that knee goes out past your toe, then you're going to do some harm to your knees. So the important thing to remember with lunges is to let that back knee go straight to the floor so that this knee never goes past your toe. And one thing you can do to help is grab onto the back of a chair or hold a broomstick or something to take some of your weight off, and just lower yourself slowly as you can and come back up. Oops. Okay, so lunge modification. Lower straight down, hold on to a chair if you need to take some of your weight off. Drive that front heel to come straight back up. The next one is a plank variation that I wanted to show you real quick. Anytime you're down and I have planks written down, a good place to start is with a hover. So on your hands and knees, I just want you to gently pick your knees off the floor and feel this tension in your core right here. Just hold that tension. If that starts to feel too easy for you, then you're gonna walk your feet back and do a modified plank from your knees, which is just right here. Knees are on the floor, my abs are tight. I'm in a straight line from my ears to my knees. And then eventually you would progress up to on your feet, keeping that straight line. Push-ups. A good place to start with push-ups is just on the wall. Standing up, right up high, nose to the wall, and push back. When that feels too easy, move to like a high chair or a countertop or a table and just go from there. And then as you get stronger and stronger, keep lowering your base. So then I might eventually come on down to a bench or a low chair and work from here. Okay, and then eventually you can also do it from your knees right here if that feels okay. And then eventually your hands on the floor. And then when you're ready, try without your knees on the floor. So from the bench down to knees on the floor, push-ups. And then when you're ready, you do a couple up high, as many as you can, and then go back. If you can't finish the set, then you just go back and finish the set there, or even hands back up on there. And then the last thing is any kind of plyos or jumping stuff. Don't be afraid to just leave out the jump. You don't need to do it. It's probably not even smart to start off with it. So like mountain climbers, if you see me bouncing around like this, then you're just stepping and step. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. Any type of side to side squat jumps, you're just stepping. Just don't be afraid to leave out the jump. That can come later. But for now, this is still going to get your heart rate up and it's going to be safer. And just keep in mind that you're just going for not perfection, but just progress, and it doesn't have to be perfect. You're just trying to do the best you can in each workout and see how you improve as time goes on. And if you have any other questions, just let me know.